Hello and welcome back to another episode, this time with the third part of the tape mechanism. First, let me tell you, this tape mechanism is a pain. There are a lot of problems and sometimes hard to fix. I've also got a fifth unit now, which has some other issues, and in this episode I'm going to show you how I fixed everything, and well, it's fully working now, and that's absolutely great. But have a look. A very common issue which I had on all devices has to do with this white lever, which is responsible for the music search. It prevents the slide servo head to go up the full way, just a little bit, to listen to the tape on fast forward and rewind. Now here it is in the position stop, so the lever is up and the head is down and there's no issue at all. When we click on play, the slide servo head is going up. We for sure can see this, that the pinch rollers are touching the flywheels from the capstan. And the white lever, there's a notch where it goes in. There's no problem so far, but the problem will occur when we click on fast forward or rewind. When we now click on fast forward, the white lever comes down and prevents the servo head to go up the full way. It only comes up a little bit, and this is needed to listen to the tape for the next and previous music track search. So far so good. The problem is only that this little piece of plastic loses its tension, especially when the tape mechanism got stuck in the position of the into this position, and it gets banded for months or years when you buy such a machine. And then it can happen that if you click on play, this little lever prevents the servo head to go up the full way. And let's have a look how this looks like when you click on play. As you can see, or you can hear, you hear nothing. That's the problem. Let's have a closer look without the cassette. See, the lever is not going into the notch. Well, it took me some time to come up with a solution, and I thought it would be a good idea to have a kind of a spring that moves or supports the white lever and this little piece of plastic to go back into its default position. To create this spring, I was using a spring out of a pencil and just bend it in a different way, so that I thought that it would be helpful. And as you can see, it is working quite well. And if Philips would have considered this when they designed the machine, they would have created a more reliable tape mechanism. Let's see how it works. As you can see, it's working absolutely perfect. I'm quite happy with this solution. And this is the tape mechanism from my fifth unit, and this also had another issue related to this white lever again. The problem was that the lever got not released from the relay. Although all the voltages, everything was fine, and I finally figured out that the spring, which moves the lever down, was not strong enough anymore. So I just replaced this with another spring of a pencil, and well, perfect, works fine. Winner winner, chicken dinner. Unit number 4, which I bought several weeks ago for just 20 bucks, had some serious issues regarding the flywheels of the tape mechanism. As you can see, there are a lot of scratches on the wheel. the teeth are missing. They're just gone. I have absolutely no idea how this can happen. But the problem is, this is not an issue which can be easily fixed. For testing purposes, I created a flywheel out of my 3D printer and put some piece of metal inside just for weight. We do not want to talk about wow and flutter. Well, that's not working in production. But I can use it just for some tests with the other parts of the tape mechanism, and that was just fine. However, unit number 4, the cheap one, also some lot of other things broken, and I'm just using it as a donor for spare parts. All the panels are working. It's just a tape mechanism and some buttons are broken. But well, at least some spare parts. For 20 euros, you can't complain. Another thing that I recommend is to check the cables and maybe recrimp them, because it can happen that there are some broken wires or from time to time it's broken. You cannot measure this with a voltmeter, but you can see this in an oscilloscope. The problem is the CPU reacts very quickly on any changes, and the tape mechanism might not work, might switch off or whatever. It is worth to do some recrimping. What I do is just to open the connector, move the cables a little bit forward, clean the contacts and then crimp it back together, and then it's working quite fine. I'm going to show you this. Well, that's it. I think that's all you can do. That's basically all for today. In the next episodes, I will reassemble everything. I will start with the front panel. That's a lot of work. We probably will have a look how to clean the LCD panel and its backlight. Until then, thanks for watching. See you next time. Cheers!